Why are we shifting so aggressively toward electric vehicles? Why is there such urgency behind this transformation? The answer is quite simple. Accelerating the transition to sustainable transportation is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. Just recently, Elon Musk dropped a hint that got the tech and auto world buzzing. He alluded to something massive in the works, something so powerful and disruptive it could completely flip the electric vehicle landscape upside down. And yes, as expected, it's Tesla at the center of this storm again. While many believed Tesla had already reached the pinnacle of electric innovation, it turns out they were still quietly working behind the scenes on something revolutionary. An engine like the world has never seen before, faster, smarter, and engineered to reshape the entire EV industry. In this video, we're diving deep into this breakthrough and exploring how Elon Musk continues to steer Tesla into uncharted territory. Before we get into the technical details, here's a surprising statistic. Over 10 million electric vehicles were sold globally in 2024. That's not a small number. It shows a clear trend that more and more people are turning toward electric vehicles, and Tesla is right at the top of that adoption curve. With its combination of cutting-edge engineering, innovative design, and relentless focus on sustainability, Tesla has emerged as a clear frontrunner. It's not just dominating in one country. Tesla has gained loyal followings in over 50 nations worldwide. That kind of global trust doesn't come easy. It comes from delivering consistent quality and staying ahead of the curve. And now, Tesla is ready to prove again that they're not slowing down anytime soon. Just when people thought the company had reached its final form, they went ahead and broke their own records, unveiling something even more ambitious. This was confirmed during a recent product event where Elon Musk, the billionaire CEO of Tesla, showcased a groundbreaking new engine that's set to power the next wave of Tesla vehicles. According to early reports and Musk's own cryptic hints, this engine is nothing like we've ever seen before. It's bold, futuristic, and built for performance that goes beyond anything the market currently offers. Musk has long been known for pushing boundaries, and once again he's proving that Tesla is not here to follow trends, they're here to set them. And even though we're only beginning to see what this new engine is capable of, it's already clear that the electric vehicle industry may never be the same again. It's almost like we've taken our first steps into a new era, one where EVs don't just compete with gas-powered cars, they completely leave them in the dust. To understand how Tesla got to this point, we need to rewind the clock back to 2003. That's when Tesla was founded, not by Elon Musk as many assume, but by two engineers, Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning. At the time, electric vehicles were seen as a niche dream, something that might happen in the far-off future but certainly not now. Only a few countries even dared to imagine a world where electric cars could rival gas-powered vehicles. But Eberhard and Tarpenning were visionaries. They believed EVs could outperform traditional cars if the right technology and support were available. They laid the groundwork, but it was Elon Musk who gave the company the rocket fuel it needed. In 2004, Elon Musk joined Tesla as a major investor. At the time, he was looking to support ventures that aligned with his vision for a sustainable future, and Tesla stood out. He didn't just invest a small amount, he became the top investor, securing the largest stake in the company and ultimately becoming chairman of the board. With his financial backing and long-term vision, Tesla was able to move much faster than before. Then, in 2008, the company released its first electric vehicle, the Roadster, a high-performance EV that showed the world what was possible. It marked Tesla's first major win. But soon after, both Eberhard and Tarpenning stepped away from the company, and Elon Musk took full control, setting the stage for one of the most radical transformations the auto industry had ever seen. Under Elon Musk's leadership, Tesla evolved from a boutique luxury brand into a global electric vehicle powerhouse. The Roadster may have been the first step, but the real game-changer arrived in 2012 with the launch of the Model S. This was a sleek, powerful, and technologically advanced electric car that caught the world's attention. It proved that electric vehicles could be beautiful and fast, not just eco-friendly. Then came the Model 3, which helped Tesla reach the mass market, followed by the Model X and Model Y. Each model brought something unique to the table, but none were as attention-grabbing as the Cybertruck. With its sharp lines, armored body, and sci-fi appearance, the Cybertruck didn't just stand out, it broke every design rule in the book. It's not just about looks though. Tesla's technology has always been at the heart of its success. From its industry-leading battery range to its autonomous driving features, the company has managed to stay well ahead of competitors. And in a move that shocked the entire industry, Elon Musk decided to open-source Tesla's patents, allowing other companies to use their technology freely. This wasn't just a PR stunt, it was a deliberate strategy to accelerate the global shift to clean energy. Musk made it clear, This mission isn't about profits alone. It's about impact. By making Tesla's innovations available to the world, he invited collaboration instead of competition. And that's the kind of thinking that drives true industry change. Elon Musk is not the type of person to sit back and relax. Even as Tesla expands its global production capacity, he's been focused on building massive gigafactories to scale up battery output. These facilities are designed to power millions of electric vehicles every year, and they're also helping Tesla prepare for its future in solar energy. Through projects like Solar City, Musk envisions a world where Tesla cars are charged using renewable power straight from your rooftop. Ambitious? Definitely. But if anyone's track record can make you believe in the impossible, it's his. And now, Tesla has taken another giant leap with the unveiling of a brand new engine design that could change how we think about cars forever. This isn't just a small upgrade, it's a total reimagination of the electric motor. According to insiders, the new engine uses a carbon-wrapped rotor design that allows for extreme durability and unprecedented performance. It's not only faster but also stronger and more efficient than anything Tesla has produced before. And that's saying something, considering Tesla was already years ahead of many EV manufacturers. So what does this mean for the future of Tesla vehicles? It means they'll be faster off the line, more reliable in the long term, and capable of pushing the limits of what an EV can do. It's the kind of advancement that forces the entire industry to play catch-up. Looking back, it's almost surreal to see how far EV engines have come. In the early days, think late 19th and early 20th centuries, electric motors were incredibly basic. They used direct current systems with very limited power and range. These were fine for short distances, but they couldn't compete with internal combustion engines, which quickly took over the roads. For decades, electric vehicles remained a side project, something experimental and often forgotten. But all that began to change in the late 20th century when more efficient AC induction motors entered the scene. Tesla played a huge role in this shift, using smart inverters and regenerative braking to turn EVs into a viable option for the everyday driver. Today's electric engines are a far cry from those early models. They've become more compact, more powerful, and more reliable thanks to technologies like permanent magnet synchronous motors and axial flux motors. These designs allow EVs to generate high torque while still remaining efficient, which is exactly what drivers want. But even with these improvements, Tesla wasn't content to settle. Their new carbon-wrapped rotor represents another leap forward. Instead of relying on traditional materials like copper or steel, which can overheat or degrade under extreme conditions, Tesla's new design uses carbon fiber for enhanced strength and thermal resistance. It's not just a tweak, it's a fundamental shift in how electric engines are built. Tesla tackled these design challenges by reinforcing the motor with a carbon fiber sleeve wrapped tightly around the rotor. This wasn't just for protection. It fundamentally changed the way the rotor performs under extreme conditions. The carbon fiber doesn't just sit there looking tough. It's a crucial component that enables the motor to withstand the immense centrifugal forces generated when spinning at insanely high speeds. It gives the rotor a kind of internal muscle, letting it operate at peak conditions without ripping itself apart. This innovation is one of the reasons why Tesla's motor can do what others can't even dream of. But wait, there's more to this rotor story than just resilience. The carbon fiber is so lightweight that it reduces the total mass of the motor significantly, almost cutting it in half. That's a huge advantage. It makes the motor light enough for one person to lift, which seems almost absurd given its power output. A lighter motor contributes directly to quicker acceleration, and we're already seeing that in action. Tesla's Plaid vehicles are living proof. They're breaking speed records not just because of power, but because that weight saving lets them launch like a rocket. Another amazing detail is how the carbon fiber sleeve behaves under heat. When it cools, it contracts and tightly grips the rotor, preloading it to withstand operational stress. That means the motor can handle crazy levels of torque and high rotational speeds without breaking apart. We're talking about more than 20,000 revolutions per minute. That kind of performance is incredibly rare in electric vehicles. And it's not just theoretical. Look at the Tesla Model S Plaid. It can hit 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2 seconds. That's supercar territory. Only a few EVs like the Lucid Air Sapphire can even come close. This high rotational speed doesn't just offer raw power, it also improves efficiency. The Plaid motor is designed to deliver extreme performance without guzzling energy. That's a huge win for drivers who are hesitant to go electric because of range anxiety. With a motor like this, you get blazing speed and long range in one package. It's no longer a trade-off. This balance between power and efficiency could very well redefine how people view electric vehicles. It's not just a fast motor, it's a statement that electric cars don't have to sacrifice one benefit for another. However, building such a motor is no walk in the park. Integrating carbon fiber with metals like copper and steel is extremely tricky. These materials expand and contract at different rates when heated or cooled. If the sleeve and rotor aren't matched precisely, the whole structure could warp or fail. Tesla's engineers had to come up with very precise methods to get it right. They had to account for these differences in thermal expansion and ensure the sleeve remains tightly bound to the rotor even during extreme use. That kind of precision doesn't happen by accident, it takes next-level engineering. To achieve this, Tesla had to create a brand new method for applying the carbon fiber sleeve. This wasn't something off the shelf. They used machine learning, advanced robotics, and tons of testing to get the wrapping process exactly right. Any small mistake in alignment or tension could compromise the motor's integrity. So Tesla essentially built an entire micro-industry around perfecting this one component. And honestly, it shows. The result is a rotor that pushes the boundaries of what's possible in electric motors today, and it's setting a new benchmark for the entire EV world to catch up to. And thanks to Elon Musk's bold decision to make Tesla's patents open source, other companies can now attempt to replicate or even improve upon this rotor design. That means the future might hold more affordable EVs using similar carbon fiber-wrapped motors, provided those companies can decode Tesla's engineering methods. The blueprint is out there. What remains to be seen is whether the rest of the industry can rise to the challenge. It's not science fiction anymore, it's just really advanced engineering. And that's exactly what makes this motor such a game changer for the industry. When unveiling the motor, Elon Musk didn't hold back on his optimism. He called it a leap into the future and said it defied what most people thought was possible. He even gave a specific metric. This motor delivers 20% more efficiency while being a third smaller and lighter. That's a huge margin in any engineering discipline. He joked that other EV companies might scramble to catch up, but behind the humor, there was a clear message. Tesla isn't just competing, they're redefining the playing field altogether. The future isn't approaching slowly. It's accelerating and Tesla is behind the wheel. Of course, many skeptics at the event wondered whether such a sophisticated engine could be mass-produced at scale. But Musk tackled that concern head-on. He said Tesla's gigafactories are built precisely for challenges like this. The company is already aligning its production lines to meet the demands of manufacturing the Plaid motor on a large scale. It's not about building a few supercars for billionaires. This is about making high-performance electric vehicles accessible to a broader range of consumers. If Tesla can scale this tech successfully, it could level the entire playing field in the automotive industry. Interestingly, Musk also hinted at broader applications beyond electric cars. He speculated that the same engineering principles could transform other sectors, like aviation and renewable energy. Imagine aircraft with ultralight, high-torque electric motors or wind turbines with more efficient power generation. These ideas may sound like a stretch, but considering Tesla's track record, it's hard to dismiss them. We've seen this before, where innovations in one field spill over and revolutionize others. If Musk's vision holds, the carbon-wrapped rotor could become the foundation for a whole new era of technology, one that extends well beyond the highway. By the end of Musk's speech, the crowd knew they weren't just witnessing a product launch. It was a warning shot fired across the bow of the entire EV industry. Tesla wasn't just making a better motor, they were setting a new standard. Brands like Rivian and Lucid have impressive vehicles, no doubt. But in terms of combining range, power, and production readiness, none seem to match Tesla's Plaid motor. Even those cars that rival Tesla in acceleration don't do as well in energy efficiency. And that's what sets the Plaid motor apart. It's not just about going fast, it's about doing so smartly. Popular automakers like Ford and GM, which are still wrestling with range limitations, now face a turning point. Their EVs often struggle with battery endurance, which creates consumer hesitation. If they can't figure out how to match the Plaid motor's efficiency without sacrificing power, they'll remain stuck in Tesla's rearview mirror. Tesla's advancements are not just technical, they're strategic. They solve real problems that have hindered EV adoption for years. And by doing so, they make the argument for switching to electric far more convincing for everyday drivers who care about both performance and practicality. And here's the interesting part. If the carbon-wrapped rotor proves scalable and cost-effective, it could push the whole EV industry in a new direction. Other automakers may be forced to rethink their design philosophies or risk falling behind. Those that can't keep up might have to shut down their EV operations entirely. It's a tough pill to swallow, but that's what innovation does. It separates the leaders from the laggards. Just like smartphones reshaped the mobile industry, Tesla's plaid motor might mark a similar shift for automotive manufacturers who now must catch up, or step aside. We could even see this carbon fiber motor technology making its way into electric racing. Imagine EVs dominating Formula One-style races, beating combustion engines at their own game. With the kind of torque and acceleration the plaid motor offers, that's no longer a fantasy. And if that happens, it would be because of Tesla's relentless drive to break through barriers that others saw as unbreakable. It would be a nod to how far electric mobility has come, not just for commuters and daily drivers, but for the very edge of performance engineering itself. Tesla's next move appears to center around the upcoming Roadster model. The engineers are working hard to fine-tune the powertrain, and the carbon-wrapped rotor will likely be a key feature in this hypercar. The base specs are already confirmed. Now it's about building the physical reality. And what better vehicle to showcase it than the Roadster? It's set to deliver unmatched performance, blending speed, power, and range in a way the EV world has never seen. The new Roadster could be the first car to truly challenge combustion-powered hypercars like the Bugatti Chiron or Koenigsegg Jesko. And don't forget how easy it is to handle a Tesla. Their steering responsiveness is among the best out there. Combine that with the plaid motor's performance, and you're looking at a four-wheel drive beast with razor-sharp traction and road control. It won't just go fast, it'll feel amazing while doing so. Whether you're tearing down a track or cruising on the highway, it's the kind of vehicle that turns driving into an experience, not just a necessity. And it's all electric. That's the future Tesla is building, and they're building it fast. But here's a reality check. With this kind of speed and power comes regulatory concerns. Tesla might run into legal hurdles, especially around speed limits and safety standards. Governments might need to revisit insurance policies, emissions tests, and even road infrastructure to accommodate these new performance benchmarks. High-speed EVs are cool, but they also pose risks to drivers and pedestrians alike. That's why Tesla must strike a balance, pushing forward with innovation while working closely with policymakers to ensure safety and regulation keep up with technology. That said, if anyone can handle the regulatory maze, it's Elon Musk. The man thrives in high-stakes environments. From rockets to solar panels, he's always found a way to push limits while navigating bureaucracy. Yes, Tesla will face plenty of paperwork. But that's nothing new for a company that's used to disrupting industries. With Musk at the helm, there's little doubt they'll stay ahead of the curve. As the EV landscape continues to evolve, we can only expect more surprises from Tesla, each one driving us closer to a faster, cleaner, and more electric world.